All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at great millstones, teaching this truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered four corners of the earth, which are you Negroes, Latino, Hispanics, Native American Indians, coming out that elect nation of Israel that the Lord is dealing with and no other nation, okay? So, what I'm going to entitle this, man, these scriptures these scriptures, Salaki, these prophecies have to come to pass, man. Now, when you look at it in the truth, the scriptures, you know, you got to look out for them. You know they're going to happen. They're going to happen. All right? So, our job is to be on the lookout, man. And we're in the times where Yahweh Shai is nigh to return. So we ain't going to be using that proverb anymore, well, it's going to happen in my child's life. It ain't going to happen in this one. That proverb is going to cease. And that's the time where it's going to cease at, man. We got earthquakes in diverse places, famines. We got the rumors of war at an all-time high. It's boiling up. You know what I'm trying to get to, what I'm really trying to say. We're living in the time of Matthew, the 24th chapter, Revelations, the book of Esdras. Okay? So we still got a few more prophecies. The main ones, the main ones we're looking for, is when they fully implement the MOTB. And, when World War III is in full effect. These are the things that we're going to see. Matthew 5:18, not one jot or one tittle, roughly paraphrasing, which means they're going to happen. Not one prophecy is not going to happen. Not one is going to overthrow the next one. It's going to happen how the Lord is going to set it up to happen. Okay? And you see a lot with these other nations, man. And I was watching the video when it was getting into Gog and Magog, the Ezekiel 38th chapter. And who was that talking about, man? Because we all know once, it's in full effect, Russia's going to be involved, man. They're going to go, well, how's it say, roughly paraphrasing, I shall put pruning hooks in thy jaws. And not literally, is making these men go back into that Soviet Union type mind state. Now, when you look at the so-called Russians, man, they ready for it. They are ready. They're ready. They are bred for battle. And then over here on America, these men is weak like women, man. It's too effeminate. All right, so it's gonna be a whole all out war. All right, we always say this. And it can get into a small factor into something big. What's it? Amos 3:3? Can 2 and 3 walk together unless they be agreed? And the answer is no. And that's why this whore is about to be judged. And I'm talking about America. Because, like I said, America is a spiritual whore. And America is known for all their import and exports. Every time a country got a valuable resource, there comes America to stick their nose in. But it's a time where these other nations are sick of this whore, man. And that's why they got a debt that they can't pay back. Like, when a whore got to certain men that she deal with, and I'm just using this as a parable or comparing it to, like I said, she might have a dude to buy her something, a dude to get her food, a dude to get her nails, and a dude just to get her rocks off. But it's going to be a point where the dude's going to be fed up with the whore. And when she don't get it, sometimes she gets mad. She's unstable. And look at this place now. These other nations is trying to pull away from this hoe, and now this hoe is getting unstable. And then it's going to be to a point where they're like, you know what? Let's put hands on this hoe. They're going to Debo this hoe. Like, Debo, you tripping, man. Man, that's a female. Man, that's how these other nations going to be. Revelation, the 17th chapter, we're talking about the judgment of this whore cometh. And she sit upon many waters. That's talking about America and these other nations judging her by the nukes. The thermonuclear missiles, man. So it's inevitable, and this is going to happen. When I brought out Amos 3 and 3, again, you can go into the book of Mark 3 and 24. If Satan divided against itself, how can this kingdom stand? Now, who runs America, well, basically the world, Amalek, which is the high chief of Esau, Edom. But you got Russia, they still, even though they might be, not by that biblical name, like you got Tyr, the so-called Germans, even though I'm talking about Russia, they still, at the end of the day, they're still an Edomite. And as you can see, that disagreement and they're dividing, this kingdom is going to fall. But at the end of this kingdom, that's what Jake is going to take over. Because when that third woe gets into full effect, the Son of Man going to come, Yahweh Shai, in great glory with his chariots, with the angels. Gonna make an example out this bitch. Excuse my Hebrew. But there's not, like I said, say like Russia did take over and did. Well, of course, America gonna be done away with. It's gonna be flattened, a glass parking lot. But they're not gonna be the next kingdom to rise. Because when Yahweh Shai, when he comes, then that's when the kingdom will, the true righteous kingdom will be established. What's that, Ezra 6 and 9? Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob's the one that followeth, roughly paraphrasing. So, it's not going to be another kingdom besides the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And it's in the scriptures, man. You're in Daniel 7, man. We'll have an everlasting dominion, that shall not be done away with. So that's what we're looking forward to. So there's prophecies that you gotta be mindful of, man. That's why honestly, I want to get more into the knowledge of the art of war. Because like I said, when you look at America and how things are, you got allies and you got your foes. So say like one nation attacks another nation and he my ally, I gotta go and jump in and help him. Tactics. And that's just for my own edification to exhort the sheep. Certain things that you need to pay attention to. Because, you know, I forgot what the status was with Trump appointed Elon Musk. But as you can see, man, now everything is out in the open. And Esau moving sloppy. Scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, knowing that he had a short time. Because he knows his kingdom is about to end. And it's about to fall. So when he's moving forward with his agenda, but it's so sloppy where you can just see it. It's right in front of you. You know, other nations pulling out from the dollar, pulling away from the dollar. You got the wars are going on. It was something else I wanted to say. To Edomite next to me, I didn't want him to hear. But you know, these things is clear as day, and we can see it. You got the spiritual eye, the spiritual ear to, you know, spiritual eye to see, the spiritual ear to hear. All right, but nevertheless, the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Shai are going to come to pass. Slakia. They're going to come to pass. Slakia just crossing the street again. This asshole. Slakia. Across the telegraph. But you know, Yahweh Shai, man, these things will not fail. Even the disciples asked him, you know, you get that Matthew 24, Luke, you know, we already got the signs, so right now we're in those times. You know? But nevertheless, I hope this video was edifying. And again, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who teach this truth and sincerity and who rule well. You know, you want to thank GMS Detroit. Hope this video was edifying. I'm going to close out, say shalom, and on to the next lesson.